The following is a presentation of Dakota Radio Group Sports and DRGnews.com.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 is brought to you by
Bank West, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank.
By Fisher, Rounds & Associates, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Montana Dakota Utilities, and Wagner Auto.
Governor Basketball is brought to you by
Beck Motors, Dairy Queen, Overhead Door, and Avera St. Mary's Hospital.
By Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, Burning Electric, Reiki Gray Wealth Management, TMA, and Pierre Physical Therapy and Rehab.
And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Adventera of Pierre, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC.
Streaming video at the DRG News app. Brought to you by Golden Buffalo and at the River 92.7 page at DRGnews.com is brought to you by Bauman Lumber and Wagner Auto.
These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball.
Becky Pottsova State Farm Insurance. Smith Plumbing. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Central Dakota Eye Care. Envirotech. The South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection.
Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
Well, a happy Saturday, everybody, and a day of high school basketball coming your way with the Pierre Governors on the road in the third of three games here this week. As it's been a 1-1 week so far. Actually, a 1-2 week since if you go back to last Saturday. Big 5-game stretch against some of the top teams in the state, and the Governors will have another tough test here in Brandon, South Dakota, home of the Brandon Valley Lynx. The Lynx coming in with a record of 7-5. Their last win, or their last game, was a week ago today, a 2-point win over O'Gorman, as the Governors come in off of a 68-53 loss at home against Sioux Falls, Washington, the top-ranked team in the state, a couple of nights ago. But Governors still playing well. They've, again, got another tough task ahead of them here at Brandon Valley. Should be a fun one, though. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Rob Whitebird is in studio, and got a lot to talk about as we're just starting the fourth quarter of the sophomore game prior to the varsity. A good one going. Brandon Valley has a 47-45 lead over Pierre, as they've got a full 8 minutes left to play. So we do have the live stream up and running and be able to watch the rest of this game as we get through our Becky Pottsova State Farm pregame show. And we'll start that up in a couple of minutes here as we'll take our opening 2-minute timeout. Lots to talk about with the state of basketball, taking a look at the updated seedings in the Sodac 16 and things like that, and schedules, games, scores that we've already got here on this Saturday afternoon. Of course, coaches' conversations, keys to success, the starting lineups, and all of that and more up in the pregame show. I'm Becky Pottsova State Farm Insurance in Pierre, and that is coming up in 2 minutes. You listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7, your official voice of the Governors, and DRGnews.com.
If you'd like to earn up to a 30% discount on your auto insurance, then here's your chance. Pottsova State Farm has an updated version of the Drive Safe and Save app, and drivers everywhere are enjoying the rewards. Millions are now saying it. Don't mess with my discount, and you will too. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm to get started, or call Pottsova State Farm agent's office and they'll be happy to sign you up. Call 224-4173, Pottsova State Farm Insurance, and learn more today.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. Smith Plumbing, family owned and operated, provides complete plumbing services to the Pierre-Fort Pierre area. Whether you're in need of timely service, a remodel, or building a new home, Smith Plumbing will be there for you. When you call Smith Plumbing, you'll be treated the only way they know how, like family. Visit their website, smithplumbing.com, or call today, 224-4770. Superior craftsmanship and service. Smith Plumbing in Pierre, your friendly neighborhood plumbers.
Welcome back to Brandon Valley High School Gym. Brian Oakland with you. You just heard from Smith Plumbing in Pierre, who sponsors our Smith Plumbing broadcast booth, as we thank them for giving us a place to sit and set up shop and call Governor basketball here. The Smith Plumbing broadcast booth on the live video stream is in the mezzanine on the end of the court, so we'll be watching this one lengthwise. Sometimes the action to the far end, sometimes to the near end, as opposed to left to right, and that is where we have the Smith Plumbing broadcast booth here in Brandon from Smith Plumbing in Pierre. Let's start our pregame show by taking a look around high school basketball in boys basketball action after their win over the Governors the other night. Sioux Falls, Washington still 11-0 and the top seed overall, top ranked as well in high school AA. There was a big game at the Pentagon with Harrisburg knocking off Yankton by 3 points on Thursday night. So Harrisburg has moved up into the number 2 ranking right now as far as the SODAC 16 seedings. Harrisburg is 11-2. Yankton falls to 3 with a 12-3 record. Then Mitchell, of course, who the Governors beat earlier in the week, is in the 4 spot at 11-2. I think they were as high as 3 earlier this week as well. Sioux Falls Roosevelt 9-5 is number 5. Brandon Valley, who we'll see tonight, comes in as a 6 seed with a 7-5 record, just ahead of O'Gorman, the team they last faced and beat last Saturday. O'Gorman is 7-6. Rapid City Central is 10-5, and that coming off of a loss at Watertown last night. Bit of a surprise there for Rapid City Central, but they would still be the 8th seed and get a home game. Aberdeen Central is now number 9, Watertown 10, Sioux Falls Lincoln, and then Pierre in at number 12 with their 5-8 mark on the season. Rapid City Stevens, Douglas, Spearfish, Brookings round out the top 16, and it's Huron and Sturgis on the outside looking in right now. The Governors as a 12 seed would go to number 5 Sioux Falls Roosevelt if the SODAC 16 were to be played out tonight. But boys basketball scores last night that were played. We mentioned Watertown with an upset win over Rapid City Central, 64-62. Meanwhile, Mitchell beat Sturgis, 61-34. Spearfish upends Huron, 51-48. Brookings over Rapid City Stevens, just the second win of the season for the Bobcats, 52-45, the win in that one. And Douglas with a 1-point loss out west to Black Hills Conference rival Belle Fourche, 61-60. O'Gorman in Sioux Falls defeated Aberdeen Central, 63-52. That's 2 losses in a row for Aberdeen, one of them against Brandon Valley about a week and a half ago. Today, some of the games already complete, and Watertown has got another win over Rapid City Stevens, 52-45. And Mitchell has defeated Spearfish 65-36, and Huron struggles yet again as they have fallen to Sturgis. Sturgis picking up just their second win of the season. They defeat the Tigers 63-57. Pierre goes to Huron, by the way, on Tuesday in our next broadcast after tonight. And Rapid City Central has beaten Brookings 69-44. Games that are also going on and just about over. Sioux Falls Roosevelt hosting Aberdeen Central and about to beat them 68-61. That's the current score under a minute to play. Good one, too, with O'Gorman taking on St. Thomas More out of Class A. In Sioux Falls, it's 38-23 Knights by 15. Early in the third quarter, and Sioux Falls Lincoln is leading at West Central out of Class A at halftime, 32-17. This is the only other AA game that is yet to start being played today. In girls basketball, scores that came from last night had Rapid City Central beating Watertown 41-32. Mitchell on top of Sturgis 60-43. Huron beat Spearfish by 5, 42-37. It was Stevens over Brookings 58-33. Aberdeen Central with a 1-point win, staying unbeaten at Sioux Falls Roosevelt 50-49, and it was Belle Fourche on top of Douglas 51-45. to 15. That was last night in girls basketball. So far today, Aberdeen has beaten O'Gorman. They're still perfect on the season, beating one of the top teams in the state there, 50-47. Rapid City Central on top of Brookings, no trouble, 66-39. Huron over Sturgis, 67-33. Mitchell over Spearfish, 60-49. And Rapid City Stevens gets a win at Watertown, 53-38. So not a lot of surprises in girls basketball, but the current updated standings in some of today's games may actually be already figured in, but Aberdeen Central now 14-0 on the year as the top seed. Mitchell 12-2, of course, a win over the Governor Girls Tuesday of this past week. They're in the second spot, followed by Harrisburg at 13-1. Brandon Valley, who is at Riggs High Gym, with a 5 o'clock tip-off on KGFX tonight. They're the 4 seed at 10-3. Sioux Falls, Washington 9-2. O'Gorman 10-5, the 6 seed. Then Rapid City Stevens at 10-4. Huron 7-8 would be the 8 seed. The Governors, who are 6-8 coming into tonight's game, are the 9 seed. So the Govs would go to Huron if the Sodak 16 were to be played out this very evening, but obviously still a ways to go. The rest of the 16 are Rapid City Central, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, Watertown Sturgis, Spearfish, Sioux Falls Lincoln, and Brookings, and it's Yankton and Douglas, a couple of one-win teams on the outs looking in. That's the Sodak 16 rankings in girls basketball. Quick look at schedules ahead with the Governors in Brandon Valley. Boys here in Brandon, girls again back in the capital city here tonight. On Tuesday, we mentioned the Governor boys will go to Huron for their next action. Brandon Valley boys will be heading to Watertown, and Brandon Valley then goes to Huron on Thursday. The Governors then play a girls and boys doubleheader at home against Winter on Friday. And again, that was added to the schedule after the season had already started. Should be a good opportunity for the Governors to take on really boys and girls, one of the better teams out of Class A, and a good way to get another quality game on the schedule after they lost those games to the out-of-state opponents from Gillette and from Bismarck after the season had begun as well. Girls' next game after tonight is just that game at home against Winter on Friday. So that's the upcoming schedule for both teams. And Brandon Valley's girls' squads will be at Huron on Thursday, but unlike the boys, no game on their schedule coming up on Tuesday. That's the state of basketball in Class AA. We've got 3.5 minutes to go yet in our sophomore contest. Still a tight one as Brandon Valley leads Pierre 54-52. That gives us an opportunity to take a little extra time for our sponsors in our Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame show. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back to talk keys to success with the head coaches. We'll hear from Brent Deckert of the Brandon Valley Lynx a little bit later on, but Terry Becker of the Governors will come up first. Reminder also on behalf of our South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, remember, buckle up every trip, every time from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. The Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success with Terry Becker are next, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7, the official voice of the Governors, live streaming at drgnews.com and on the all-new DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo. This is Governor Basketball.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. Tailback McGuire Rasky was part of 4 straight Governor 11AA championship teams from 2017 through 2020. In 4 years, he rushed for over 3,700 yards and 57 touchdowns, including 26 in his senior season. And also that season, he had 31 total touchdowns to tie the school record originally set by Quincy Christie in 2005. McGuire Rasky, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
To your family has turned time to talk to a member of the First Dakota National Bank's home loan team about the competitive for the so much They're member FDIC.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Do your grocery shopping upstairs. Spacious aisles filled with savings. Shop sporting goods in the lower level. Apparel and footwear for the entire family with brand names like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. Hunting and fishing gear, bait and equipment, and guns. Stop by Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Attention all sports fans, get ready to show off your Pierre Gov spirit. Hi, this is Amy Parsons with American Bank and Trust in Pierre. Contact me to get your Governor's Spirit card today. Every time you make a purchase with your custom green and white debit card, American Bank and Trust will donate money back to the Pierre School District. Spirit card funds have helped purchase items such as a climbing rock wall, transit bus passes, and wobble seats. American Bank and Trust, proud supporter of the Pierre Governors and member FDIC.
Taking care, touching lives. Adventera Pierre has an opportunity for one full-time LPN or RN. Be a part of a family-oriented team environment with an aggressive pay plan and excellent benefits package available. Adventera Pierre is a new company under new ownership in Pierre. Apply today at Adventera Pierre, 950 East Park Street, or call 224-8628 for more information. Apply online at legacyhc.com or Indeed. Adventera Pierre is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, time for the keys to success. Terry Becker, the Governor head coach here at Brandon Valley, and we look back on Thursday night, the home loss to Sioux Falls, Washington. Let's just recap, I guess, what we talked about, the difference in that game, and what I thought you played very well against the top team in the state, but those turnovers that turned into points were the big difference. But I think that's a very easily correctable issue for you.
Yeah, really two things that, after we kind of reflected on it and looked at a little bit of film and that kind of thing is, some turnovers that cost us some baskets because they're really good at turning turnovers into points in transition. And then another thing we got to clear up is rebounding. I thought we gave up a few too many offensive boards that resulted in baskets for them as well. And that's a big issue because the team we play today is good on the boards and they're particularly good on the offensive boards. So that'll be really important for us to be better at that today.
So the turnovers in particular, it's the steals that they're able to cut into some of these passes. You got to be a little crisper, maybe a little shorter on the pass, but you can't telegraph them. And I think that's kind of what the science of basketball comes into play, where that happens.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit tighter with it. Come meet the pass and get two hands on your pass. Sometimes we revert to maybe a bad habit and we kind of use one hand on the pass and then we sling it a little bit harder than we should, and it's a little less accurate, and that's a little bit more difficult to handle too. So we just some of that fundamental stuff and just tightening it up, and we're going to see the same kind of perimeter pressure and passing lanes and that type of thing today, so it'll be important for us to be better at that as well.
It was a big key to get back on defense, but I guess when you have to get back a little sooner than you're anticipating, that's why it makes that's why they're getting easy breakaway layups in that case.
Right, and it's difficult to slow a team like that down. I thought there were times where we did a really good job of it, but we couldn't do it, consistently enough, and that's why they're able to build a lead on us. So, you keep working on that stuff, and hopefully you can get better at those types of things. And when you play a team that plays that fast all the time, then maybe the next time you're better at it.
The team, you mentioned the team you play today. It's Brandon Valley in their place, and it's always an athletic team. And I do imagine you say they're good on the boards, but I expect Brandon Valley to be a good running basketball team too.
Yep, they get up and down the floor. I think what's so good about them is that they get good balance. I think their post players are good inside and know how to score baskets, and then their perimeter players do a really good job of finding the post players, and they move well without the ball, and they shoot it pretty well from the perimeter too. So we're going to have to guard them straight up, and there's not a lot of weaknesses in there that we can really exploit. On that end of the floor, we just got to be sharp in our movements defensively.
It's a team that record-wise, I think they've had their ups and downs. They're 7-5, and certainly taking nothing away from them. But it's a team that's played really well against some really good teams, but maybe a couple of head-scratching losses. What have you seen when you've seen this team play?
Yeah, and I think as you kind of watch them too, I think they've kind of gone through some injury issues, and that changes the chemistry of your team on the court. And even though they might have a good amount of talented kids out there, if you take one kid out of the lineup, that changes the rotation of the entire game. You know, so I think that they've dealt with a little bit of that at times. So they still keep even in the losses, they play good teams close, and then they've had last week they had a good week getting 2 wins in the matchups that they had as well. So I think they're playing pretty well and kind of have gone through that rough patch, and I think they're building their identity for the postseason here.
So game 5 of 5 against some of the top teams in the state, and I think it's going to be real important maybe to get a fast start. And I don't know that you've had fast starts in some of these games. That would be nice today.
Yeah, I think just a solid start. Can we be sharp, and to get out to a lead would obviously be a great thing, but we want to have a good start where we don't lose contact. I think what hurt us a little bit against Washington on Thursday is we were down 21-10 at the end of the first quarter. So now you're staring up at an 11-point deficit, and I thought our kids did a good job of getting into that lead, and we cut it to 4 at one point, but then you expend all that energy, and about that time you relax, and then they put another run on you. So we got to keep contact with the team and be consistent in those early moments to kind of keep ourselves in the game.
Stay within striking distance. Other keys to success against the Lynx today.
As I mentioned, rebounding. I think that's one of the biggest things. We got to do a good job on the boards, and we need to get a little bit more physical on the boards. I thought that the other night we were just trying to go to the glass to get it instead of getting a body on somebody first, and instead of really being physical under there. So that's going to be a key thing that we're going to watch. And then, offensively, can we keep progressing in our consistency on the offensive end and string together more positive possessions where we're getting the ball reversed and we're playing inside out and kind of getting the movement that we want to.
All right, Coach, good opportunity for you. Go make it happen.
All right, thank you.
Head Coach Terry Becker with Coach's comments and keys to success are brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll hear from them. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll hear from the home head coach, Brent Deckard, of the Brandon Valley Lynx after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marceau of Central Dakota Eye Care. Yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in detecting eye conditions before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 to schedule an appointment. New patients always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in today's game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it. It's the kind of pride that you feel inside, the spirit of our hometown. Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it.
Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, proud to be your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Want to get lucky this Valentine's Day? Beck Motor Company is celebrating 2021 with offers you'll feel very lucky about. New and used vehicle purchases, as well as tire purchases, get to spin the wheel and take home gift cards from local businesses like Dakota Mart, Pizza Hut, Runnings, and more. This on top of special pricing, including buy 3, get 1 free on tires. See all our Lucky 21 specials at beck-motors.com. Call us at 224-5912.
Make it a great deal better.
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
At TMA, top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
Keys to success continue with Brent Deckert, the head coach of Brandon Valley Lynx, on the home floor, and a couple good wins coming into this game here, Coach, against O'Gorman a week ago, a 2-point win, and there's a lot of good teams in AA basketball. You had that good matchup, and it's kind of important to win these close games. You find out how to win, and you learn a lot about what you got on the floor.
Sure. We like our team. We like where we're at right now. At the beginning of January, we weren't playing real well, and actually around that Christmas time, we kind of went through a little bit of a lull. Battled through some things, obviously, and I think we've gotten through it. But still, we're a high school basketball team, so there's going to be some nights we're going to be pretty good. But I like anytime that we get to play at home and not travel, we like that a little bit more. Us going on the road last week and getting a win on the road up in Aberdeen, that was more of a statement victory for us. We needed something good for our team to get taken care of on the road, and we're able to do that, and we were able to carry that into the next night.
Pretty important to start building some confidence here in the second half of the season. Maybe an opportunity again against a Pierre team that's on the up and up.
Well, and the thing is that we played good in some close losses, but you always overanalyze things. Everybody does that when you end up losing games. We've really felt like we controlled the entire O'Gorman game. But they've got so many kids that can we just felt like we needed to, just establish our inside game against those guys, and we were able to get that done. So it kind of just made the game easy for us. But again, it was a lot closer than it should have been. But boy, they got some guys that can make shots, and they did late in that game for sure.
All right, so Pierre comes in here today, and I think they're a team that's starting to figure their identity out a little bit different than maybe what you remember from a year ago. What challenges do you see in this game?
Well, the thing that I see what Coach Becker's doing is that I think that they're going to play one way. He's got one of those teams where he's going to play one way, whether they're up 20 or down 20. I don't think it's going to matter. So they're going to press you. They're going to extend their 1-2-2 zone, or whatever you want to call it, or their amoeba, or whatever. You can think of any name you want. They're not going to play. They're not going to man you very much. They're going to zone you. They're going to give you all kinds of perimeter shots, and they're going to guard the crap out of you inside. And when I watch them, I see a very, very aggressive team. I see a team that takes the paint away and makes your inside presence. They're going to limit that a lot. So they're going to put some pressure on us to make some shots from the perimeter. And if we knock it in early, we'll be fine. But if we don't, we're going to be in for a very long evening tonight.
Yeah, fast start. I even mentioned fast start with Coach Becker. I think that could be key for both teams. Huh?
Yeah, without question. I think, I think Pierce sometimes has struggled scoring at times, but they're also a team that, again, they defend and rebound as good as anybody else. So it's, second shots are going to be a premium. I don't think that we're going to be able to put the ball wherever we want to put it at times. I think that they're going to force, they're going to inflict their idea of what they want as far as the tempo goes. So we just have to be able to not become impatient. Like, swing the ball. Like, if it's not there, if pitch aheads aren't ahead, just swing the ball, take what they give us, so to speak, and then attack where we see fit. So if we're able to do that, I like our chances tonight. But again, I've seen Pierre play probably on film a little bit too much this last week to know that I think everything's going to go our way. So it's one of those deals where we just have to be ready to go.
All right, Coach, any other keys to success tonight then?
No, we just got it. Again, we just have to be able to attack situations as they arise. And again, that's going to look different depending on what they decide to do in that zone.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight, and in your fight too. All right.
Appreciate it. Take care.
That's Brent Deckert, the head coach of the Brandon Valley Lynx, the warrior that he is, battling cancer and still has been out here coaching basketball every night for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Brandon Valley, of course, unfortunately double struck by that cancer bug as football coach Chad Garrow in a battle as well. So we wish them continued best in their fight for basically the good fight. Let's put it that way. So thanks to Coach Deckert, his time and his comments and keys to success that are brought to you by the folks at Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Boy, a good finish to the sophomore ball game. Brandon Valley with 30 seconds left had a 58-54 lead. Jack Merkwan of Pierre hit a three-pointer to cut it to a one-point game. And then after a timeout, 4 seconds off the clock, Merkwan steals the inbound pass, puts another layup up and in to give the Governors the lead. Brandon Valley calls a timeout as Pierre was up by 1. Brandon Valley up the floor, got a couple of shots off, but ends up with an offensive rebound, but out of bounds underneath. And the Governors, with 7 seconds left, had the ball. They inbound to Merkwan. He gets fouled. He hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Didn't get the last one, but Brandon Valley on their last-ditch shot to tie the basketball game and send it into overtime. That was off the mark. So Jack Merkwan with 6 points in the final 30 seconds to give the Governors a 60-58 win in that sophomore game. Christian Bush played an outstanding game scoring-wise in that sophomore win as well. But a good win for the Sophs, who continue to play well. They struggled against Sioux Falls, Washington the other night, but still looking good. And we'll see if that can give the Governor varsity a little momentum coming in here tonight. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play on your official voice of Governor basketball and Governor Hoops. We're on River 92.7 KGFX FM Pierre, a member of DRG Media Group. We're live streaming through our website, drgnews.com, and on the phone app called DRG News, which is newly available to download, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo. We are also providing audio for the local cable network for the Brandon Valley station, so we welcome all of Brandon Valley fans watching this game locally as well through the Brandon Valley High School link up here at Brandon Valley High. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. Starting lineups will be coming up next as our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame show continues. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7, drgnews.com.
Have you looked at your retirement accounts lately and wondered, what are my expenses? Why do I have these holdings? At Renke Gray Wealth Management, our team of advisors will provide an in-depth look at your portfolio and open the doors to these questions. There's no better time than now to review your financial future. Call me, Scott and I, or visit renkegray.com and let's get on track today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Hey, DQ fans, how do they get the indulgent taste of red velvet cake into the red velvet cake blizzard of the month? With love, of course, and maybe a little help from rich red velvet cake pieces and silky cream cheese icing. It's like pure love in a cup. So head to DQ for this V-Good V-Day treat. The red velvet cake blizzard of the month, only at your DQ. Happy tastes good.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota is giving you 250 reasons to shop local. When you buy your next vehicle at Gateway, you get 250 Pure Pride dollars. Use it towards your purchase. Combine it with your tax return to get the ride you want, or spend it at your favorite business in Pierre. 250 Pure Pride dollars when you buy or lease in February at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East 2 Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com. Nobody beats a Gateway deal. Minimum purchase $5,000. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hi, this is Dr. John Rounds of Pierre Physical Therapy and Rehab. I want to thank the community for a successful opening of our private practice physical therapy clinic in 2020. We want to help you reach your goals in 2021. Back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain? No problem. Give me a call at 494-0257 so we can help get you back in motion. Medicare and most major insurance is accepted. Remember, you have a choice where you get your physical therapy, so choose Pierre PT.
Back at Brandon Valley, we continue our pregame show as it's time for starting lineups, and the starting lineups are brought to you in our Governor broadcast by Envirotech in Pierre. But let's start with the home team. The Brandon Valley Lynx will come in with a record of 7-5. They're 4-1 against ESD competition. They'll go this way. At one starting guard is Joe Colbeck, a 6-foot senior, along with Aiden Lloyd, a senior at 6'2". Third guard would be Dawson Johnson, a 6'3" senior, can play some of the forward spot as well. And Jackson Hilton, one of the top players on this squad, a 6'4" senior, listed as a guard, but obviously a big and super talented guard as well. 6'8" senior in the middle is Peyton Tejan. He will play the post for the Lynx with Johnson, Colbeck, Lloyd, Tejan, and Hilton, the starting five for Brandon Valley. Off the bench, Nate Lear is a 6'3" forward. He is a senior. Riley Miller, a junior guard at 6'1". Jay Jurgens, big fella, 6'8" senior off the bench. And Wes DeWitt, a 6'3" senior, among others, will check in. For the Lynx, who are head coached by Brent Deckert in his 21st year of running this program, actually took over from my cousin, Brad Thorson, all those years ago, who led Brandon Valley to a couple of championships back then as well. Tim Soliason, Jeff Ganchow, Mike Putnam, and others are the assistant coaches for Brent Deckert. The Brandon Valley Lynx, the starters, are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we will come back and give you the Governor starters as we continue Pierre Governor basketball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule changes due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Envirotech starting lineups for the Pierre Governors tonight. No change as Lincoln Keenholz leads the way, the 6'2" sophomore. Bennett Dean in the backcourt, the senior at 6'2" as well. The forwards are Houston Lundy, the 6' senior. Jackson Edmond, the sophomore, at 6'5", and James Mickinen, 6'6", and a senior in the middle for the Pierre Governors with Keenholz, Dean, Edmond, Lundy, Mickinen, the starting five. Matthew Hansen, a 6'3" junior, first off the bench in most cases. Danton Beck, a 6'4" senior underneath, and Jacob Mayer, a 5'11" sophomore, trouble starter sometimes, hopefully for the Governors, as he has been causing problems defensively for a lot of opponents of late. The Governors starters, who are the Govs, come in 5-8 on the season. They're 1-4 in ESD competition. Here, head coach Terry Becker, assisted by Bob Walter, Brianna Kuzler, and Daniel Traversy. Those are the starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Got another starting lineup to bring to you. It's the naming of tonight's game officials, our law on the court. They're brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection, Guys in Stripes. After this, from the AG's office, this is Pierre Governor basketball.
With more and more people being at home, chances are you'll access a social media site to stay in touch with family and friends. Before you do this, please check your privacy settings to ensure you're being the safest you can be. For step-by-step instructions on how to check and change your privacy settings for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the like, go to consumer.sd.gov. With questions, contact South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986, or email consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
South Dakota Attorney General's office giving us our law on the court. The game officials licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school basketball. And as always, we thank our game officials for doing a thankless job in officiating high school sports. That's often the case. To tonight's game officials, Jerry Beers, Greg DeSpiegler, and Luke Langner, the guys in stripes. Jerry Beers, Greg DeSpiegler, Luke Langner. Our game officials, our law on the court from the South Dakota Attorney General's office and their Division of Consumer Protection. They still got a couple of minutes on the pregame countdown. We will give you a look at what's to come. Of course, the girls' game, by the way, on KGFX AM in Pierre, 107.1 FM. If Brandon Valley folks are interested in that, you can go to our website, drgnews.com, hover over stations, choose KGFX, and then scroll down and you'll be able to see the link to click on for Governor home games. That'll take you to the NFHS network, and you'll be able to see that game as well as hear our sports director David Burrell's call on that one with the Governor game, the girls game rather, going on at Riggs High Gym. Upcoming schedule, Brandon Valley boys have just them going to Watertown on Tuesday night in the week ahead. Then boys and girls together playing a doubleheader at Huron. Those two games upcoming for Brandon Valley. Big game looming with Harrisburg next week as well, and also one with Sioux Falls Roosevelt for the boys. Girls won't play Harrisburg next week, but they do have that Roosevelt contest. That ought to be a good one as well. They still have a game with Sioux Falls, Washington coming up next week as well. That's what the Lynx have going on. Meanwhile, for the Governors, as the boys only go to Huron, we'll be at the Huron Arena Tuesday night for our next Governor broadcast, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock the opening tip from the arena here on River 92.7, live streaming at drgnews.com. And the Governors get that doubleheader with the Winter Warriors at Riggs High Gym next Friday, and games will start at 4 o'clock as the Warriors come to Pierre and again pick up games, I guess you could call them, after Pierre lost a couple of games on the schedule. They were supposed to take on Thunder Basin out of Gillette, Wyoming, and also Bismarck High. Then we'll have to wait another year for the Governor's Cup to start up once again. But again, it's winter at Riggs High Gym. Both of those games will be on River 92.7 next Friday. And the Governor girls have also picked up another game with Lakota Tech, and that game is scheduled for a couple of Tuesdays from now, February 16th. That's the upcoming schedule in high school basketball for both Brandon Valley and for the Governors. As our pregame countdown here at the high school counts down to a 0, and this has been the Becky Potsuba State Farm pregame show, sponsored by Becky Potsuba Insurance, State Farm in Pierre. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. Our national anthem coming here in Brandon, and we'll tip it off next. ESD High School Basketball Pierre in Brandon Valley, and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, live streaming at drgnews.com.
Gotta go to Gators, 'cause everyone loves great pizza, pasta, and subs. Gotta go to Gators, 'cause we have the best quality and ingredients. Our products are freshly made. We're known as your hometown pizza place. Gotta go to Gators. Gotta go to Gators. Gotta go to Gators pizza, pasta, subs.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Interest rates continue to be very low. Now is a great time to buy your first home or upgrade to your dream home. The team at Kathy Sunshine Properties can help you meet all your needs. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at 224-5588 or Tara D at midconetwork.com. I look forward to working with you.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota with a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you into your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom, located conveniently behind Walmart, and see what you've been missing. Large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security, and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology need. Wishing the Pierre Governors best of luck in today's competition. Comtech, come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back to Brandon as Comtech sponsors our opening tip. It'll be the Governors in green, the Lynx in home white with the red numbers and trim. As you watch this game on our live video stream at drgnews.com, the Governors will be coming far court to near, but it'll be Brandon Valley controlling the opening tip. Sponsored by Comtech in Pierre. And a floater in and out, no good. On a baseline drive, shot up, no good from Jackson Hilton, but it's kept alive by the Lynx on an offensive rebound. Now looking for three out from the left side. That's no good from Dawson Johnson. And then another offensive rebound for Peyton Tejan. Now Hilton, he'll try three left side. That's too strong, and Lincoln Keenholz will run this one down. So not for a lack of opportunities, but the Lynx come up empty on their opening possession. Pierre in road green with the white numbers and trim heading towards us here. Bennett Dean around the perimeter, down to our left on the right corner to Houston Lundy. Dean now to Edmond. Up on the wing, waits for Keenholz. Keenholz guarded by Hilton. That'll be a fun matchup all night long. Keenholz all the way across to Dean. He wants three, no good, but Mikkonen has the rebound. He'll turn around the jump hook. Also no good. And Brandon Valley with the rebound. So both teams rebounding already, but neither team able to make a shot. We're scoreless after the first minute has gone by here in quarter number one. Here's Tejan on the left side driving around Mikkonen. He'll score, but an offensive foul will wave that off. The offensive called, and I think that was Edmond maybe helping defensively that Tejan ran over. So Brandon Valley, again, comes up empty, even though Tejan had that nice drive. He did get the bucket, but again waved off with the offensive. So still no score. Here come the Governors. Edmond to our right on the left wing, looking underneath for Lundy. That'll be knocked away. Off of the hand of Aiden Lloyd. Defending, Pierre will inbound. Right down underneath us, Bennett Dean off the left side of the key. Goes to the high post. It's Mikkonen. He'll muscle his way up, but a shot no good. And the rebound tipped out to Hilton, and the Lynx will take it the other way. Still no score, a minute and a half into this one. Hilton underneath, the extra pass is good as Tejan will put the Lynx up and on the board first. Took a while, but good ball movement for Brandon Valley, and they've got that 2-0 lead. Lundy stops on the top of the key. Underneath, Mikkonen over pursuit. Now he'll go on the reverse. Well, he should have just taken it straight up. Mikkonen trying to do maybe a little too much. Tejan has the rebound off the miss. Now Hilton has it on the wing right side. Far end of the floor, Tejan will they'll swing it around. Here comes Lloyd driving. Finger roll is a little bit short. And Edmond and Tejan will battle for the rebound. Pierre has the arrow on the held ball as Aiden Lloyd comes up a little bit short on what might have been a golden opportunity. 2-0. Talked to both coaches about getting a fast start. That isn't really the case for either team as of yet, as the Lynx lead by just a bucket. 5:35 counting down quarter number one. Here's a steal on a takeaway of a Houston Lundy pass and a jump step. Dawson Thompson will double dribble. Johnson rather. Tried to get away from one defender and he jump stepped, and then I think he was caught a little farther away from the basket than he was hoping to. And he put it on the floor once again. So a turnover here for Brandon Valley as the teams swap. Pierre's first. Second for the Lynx early on. 5:15 to play. Here's Keenholz. It'll be a tough night for Lincoln, I think, with Jackson Hilton in his back pocket, or even the hip pocket. Now a Lundy pass, too tall for Bennett Dean from close range, and that'll go out of bounds. The Governors still with a goose egg on the board. 5:06 left in quarter number one. Joe Colbeck will inbound. A lot of Pierre fans know that name. Big things coming for him, I think, on the baseball diamond. One of the top pitchers in the state. Lob pass, Keenholz got a hand on it, but Hilton able to control. Now Colbeck drives. Out to Lloyd. He'll fire a three and hit. Aiden Lloyd for the long one. He's got his first three. The Lynx have their first five, or the first five in this game. As the Governors try to find a way to get the ball through the hoop for the first time. Here's Keenholz on the handoff. His pass inside. Tejan saw it coming. Takes it away. The Lynx the other way. Hilton with it. See how tough it is for Hilton to get going scoring-wise this evening as well. Here's Lloyd. They'll reset back out to Colbeck near center circle. Colbeck hounded by Bennett Dean, but Hilton has it now. And came to an abrupt stop. He'll find Colbeck again moving without the ball. Nice pass inside. Colbeck to Johnson. And Dawson Johnson gets the bucket, and Terry Becker will take an opening timeout here with 4 minutes even left to play. 4 in, 4 to go. Quarter number one. Still pitching a shutout is Brandon Valley. 30-second break is brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. 7-0 Lynx on River 92.7.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Back at Brandon Valley as the Governors try to settle in here a little bit. They're through the first quarter already and at Riggs High Gym. In the girls' game, Brandon Valley out to a 20-12 lead. A very quick Brandon Valley squad. Off and running. Governors already scoring a little bit better pace than they did against top-ranked Sioux Falls, or not top-ranked, but the much bigger Sioux Falls Washington squad. We've got a foul on the floor as Matthew Hansen is checked in. First whistle tonight will go to Aiden Lloyd of Brandon Valley. Lincoln Keenholz out of the inbound. Governors trailing 7-0 here. 3:50 to play, quarter number one. Matthew Hansen open. Will fire a three, but no good. Colbeck with the rebound. Still with it, heading the other way, leaves it with Johnson. Dawson stepping inside the arc around Denton Beck, who got screened by Tejan, and that's a layup good for Dawson Johnson. And Brandon Valley, after a bit of a slow start, in a real good rhythm right now. 9-0 Lynx on their home floor. Hansen up at the top, looks for Dean to the right side. Now Keenholz, nope, that pass tipped away. There's Hilton once again in his back pocket. Knocks it out of bounds. Tejan and Lloyd will be the first to get a break here for the Lynx. First subs are Nate Lear, 6'3 senior. Also Jay Juergens, the 6'8 senior underneath. Governors will get it into Jackson Edmond. He'll pull up and too strong from 10 feet out. Rebound down to the Lynx. They'll take it the other way as Hilton has it on the right side. Governors are getting a couple of looks, not a lot, but just not getting the best efforts in the shooting. Going right now, under 3 minutes to play. They're still with a goose egg on the board. Inside it goes to Juergens, and he lost it going up, but Johnson has the rebound, no good. Juergens again, good for two. So, the Lynx open up a double-digit lead, 11-0, with 2.5 to play here in the first. Not the fast start we were hoping for when we talking with Terry Becker to start this game off. In our pregame conversation, Edmond has it left side. Might be a little bit of a mismatch, but Jackson doesn't take it, put it on the floor. Here's a pull-up long two for Bennett Dean from the top of the key. Finally, the Governors off the schneid and on the scoreboard, 11-2. The lead to Brandon Valley coming down to the 2-minute mark in quarter number one. A lot of game to go, obviously, but Pierre could already use a defensive stop. They won't get it as Johnson feeds from the wing underneath to Nate Lear, who had gotten away from a defender. Lear with the bunny, left side, up and in, 13-2, Brandon Valley. Here's Keenholz. Lincoln hasn't been able to really get open and even get any kind of a look. Shooting. Now Edmond spins underneath. There's Keenholz. Nice pass. Good receive, too, for Lincoln Keenholz. As Jackson Edmond will feed. And the Governors with their second bucket in as many trips up the floor. 13-4, though. Again, looking for a defensive stop. Here's Hilton left side. Down low to Lear in the corner. He will yield to Johnson. Underneath, Jay Juergens, too strong on the bunny, no good. Had an opportunity left side. Keenholz will bring it. Actually, Edmond now with it. Keenholz over to Dean. He's open for three. Fires, and that's off the front of the rim. No good. And going for the rebound is Denton Beck, but he gets hooked by Jay Juergens, and Juergens will be guilty of the foul right down in front of us here. So 13-4. Coach Deckert will go on a 3-for-3 swap. Bennett Dean is out. Jack Merkwan, who had that offensive flurry at the end of the sophomore game. 6'2" soft, checks in. Keenholz will find Edmond up top. Jackson undecided, gets it to Hansen. Now back to Edmond. He'll be fouled from behind, going up with the right hand. Left-handed player, but Dawson Johnson gets him from the backside. So Brandon Valley picking up their third foul as a team. And Jackson Edmond will get our first free throw attempts of the night. First one up and good. Jackson on the board for the first time. Denton Beck will check out. James Mickinen in for Pierre. Beck playing some quality minutes of late. Edmond's second free throw is good, 2 for 2. The Governors back within 7 now at 13-6 after Brandon Valley scored the first 11 in this game. Press will be broken, though. Aiden Lloyd with a bouncer out. Nate Lear for 3 is good. Problem there for the Lynx as they build a 10-point lead again, 16-6. Keenholz will look for the answer, and that's off the front of the rim. No good. Johnson collects the rebound for Brandon Valley. That one was online, but a little bit short for the Governors' leading scorer. And we've got a foul underneath. This will go against Pierre. Maybe a push on Matthew Hansen. He looks to be the closest to the vicinity. And first one for Matty, and first team foul for the Governors tonight. Jackson Hilton was out. Back in now. Nate Lear returns to the bench for the Lynx. 25 seconds left, quarter number 1. Shot clock off. Lynx by 10 here in the first. Started about 15 minutes later than anticipated due to the length of the preliminary games. Now 15 seconds left as Jackson Hilton will wait to put it in motion. Down to 10 to close out quarter number 1. Hansen is on him defensively. Hilton on the move, kicks out, three-pointer, right wing, good. And that's Riley Miller checking into the game and contributing, and a good start here for Brandon Valley at the end of 1. They lead the Pierre Governors by the score of 19-6 on our Gales Gas scoreboard, brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Sports, on your official voice of the Governors, is brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports marketing partners, who include Comtech, the Dairy Queen, Delta Dental, First Dakota National Bank, Gateway Ford, Lincoln Toyota, WR Restaurants in Red Rosa, Stalkin Peterson, Lingle, Walti Jones, LLP, the South Dakota National Guard, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Pitts Design and Build, the Pierre Dental Clinic, Olinger Law Firm, and the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, your Pierre Sports marketing partners. We break for 30 seconds. We're back for quarter number 2. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
Well, back at Brandon Valley, those three-pointers for the Lynx, especially late in the first period, really opened things up. It was 13-6 at one point, but back-to-back threes from Nate Lear and Riley Miller off the bench have Brandon Valley in an early, comfortable lead, 19-6, and they've got the basketball on the possession arrow as we start quarter number 2. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Rob Whitebird in our DRG Media Group studios, keeping us up and running. Again, welcome to Brandon Valley fans watching this one on local cable. Glad to have the opportunity to provide the audio for this ESD contest. Pierre will knock one away out of bounds with 17 on the shot clock, just got underway here in our second period. Now Mikkonen will knock a pass back away. 19-6, updated girls score at Riggs High Gym and Pierre. 2:28 to go in the first half. Brandon Valley on top 25-18. We've got that one on KGFX AM and 1060 AM, 107.1 FM. Brandon Valley gets it inbounds this time, looking for Tejan inside, but Jackson Edmond gets a tip and a takeaway. Up ahead, James Mikkonen, good for 2. Governors get a big basket. How about another one? Jacob Mayer with a steal of the inbound. The 5'11 sophomore in off the bench will put it back up and in from center lane, and the Governors with a 4-point flurry back within 9 here at 19-10, and Pierre going for another steal. Tejan on the floor, though, and he'll pick it up. Brent Deckert hollers and gets the timeout here. It'll be their second of this first half, a 30-second break. Timeout's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. Actually, this is the Lynx' first timeout of the first half. 19-10, Brandon Valley, 7:09 to play in the first half. This is Governor basketball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back in Brandon once again out of the timeout. Starting to see the hustle pick up, especially maybe for the Governors. We saw that a little bit more so in the first period for Brandon Valley, and that might have been the difference. Here they get their first look for Jackson Hilton as they swing it around. Colbeck feeding. Hilton's first bucket of the night is from long range. That's the fourth different Brandon Valley shooter to put a three-pointer down now as the Governors try to work it inside. James Mikkonen too tall for Jackson Edmond. That'll be out of bounds. Turnover number 4 for Pierre, who trails 22-10. 6:43 to go, quarter number 1. Hilton with a long pass across the court, finds Joe Colbeck. He'll get it back from Peyton Tejan. Now Colbeck across the top of the key. Riley Miller still in there. Hands off Colbeck. Edmond tips the pass, but kept alive. Now Hilton again for 3. This one rims in and out, no good, but the rebound put back up and in goes to Peyton Tejan. Some offensive boards here for Brandon Valley helping their cause. Here's a loose basketball. Hilton will get the steal on an errant handoff. Hilton up ahead. Nice move, and that is up and in. As Jackson Hilton has 5 of the last 7. Boy, Brandon Valley suddenly opening up a 16-point lead, 26-10. Edmond leaning in off the glass. That's good. Give the assist to Lincoln Keenholz. 26-12. Governor's got to find a way to slow down this Lynx offense. That might help with a blocked shot of a layup attempt from Hilton, but with Edmond getting it, however, the loose ball picked up by Brandon Valley, kept alive. Now Keenholz with a rebound off of a miss of a 3. And a Brandon Valley foul. We'll send it the other way. Chance to catch our breaths here as Dawson Johnson is out. Nate Lear coming back in for the Lynx. Aiden Lloyd, starting guard, also on for Brandon Valley. 26-12. BVHS here, 5.5 minutes to go, quarter number 2. Far court to near. Here come the Govs. Dean to the high post, and Mikkonen finds Keenholz. Tries to step back, but Hilton is right there defensively. Jacob Mayer still in. Dean lobbing inside off the left block. Now up top, Mayer for 3. That's no good. Edmond trying to run down a long rebound, and I think he got it off of the body of Aiden Lloyd. It stays out of bounds, but the Governors on a good hustle play here by Jackson Edmond will retain the possession and get a fresh shot clock at that. Mikkonen out, Denton Beck, the 6'4 senior, back in for Pierre as Bennett Dean underneath will inbound to our left, and we've got a foul before the inbound pass. green or white. Looks like a push on white and red. A Brandon Valley foul here as they're in danger of putting the Governors into the bonus. Aiden Lloyd will pick up his second personal. Team foul number 6 for the Lynx. Pierre with just 1 so far in this first half. Dean got to get it in, looking for Mayer, and it's tipped away by Miller. Governors will keep. Over to our side on the left. Dean will try it again. Keenholz cutting through, not to be found. Edmond there, but now as he gets it to Keenholz, it's knocked away by Hilton again. Brandon Valley step for step in the passing lanes. Jay Juergens will check in this play stoppage as Tejan is out for the Lynx. 5:08 to go, quarter number 2, 26-12. Pierre having trouble getting the basketball in play. Now Edmond has it way out on top. Crossing over top of the key against Dawson Johnson, and a shot block here by the 6'8 Juergens, kept alive. Mayer keeping it in play, and now Edmond tripped up as he falls down. He gets it to Mayer on the left wing. Pierre still with 11 on the shot clock. Keenholz inside. Edmond trying to put one up with a right hand off the back of the rim. No good. Boy, a lot of action there, but nothing doing for the Governors. Still trailing by 14. Back to the Lynx with 4.5 to play in the first half. Miller coming from the right side of the wing, hounded by Jacob Mayer. Nate Lear now to Dawson Johnson. Here's Miller spotting up. 3 ball from the left side, no good. Juergens trying to keep it alive, but it's Keenholz that comes out of there with it. Up ahead, top of the key. Lincoln pulls up and hits his first triple of the night. 5 points for Lincoln Keenholz. Good pull-up jumper, 26-15. Brandon Valley back the other way, and Nate Lear gets a shot blocked, but to Dawson Johnson it comes. Now that's no good. Keenholz out with it. Lincoln makes his move. Scoop with the left hand. It's up and in, and he'll draw the foul to Riley Miller, and a chance at a 3-point play. Lincoln Keenholz coming down the narrow right side, but he crossed over against Miller and put an ugly shot up, but he got that scoop to go. Gets the foul to Miller. That'll be the first for Riley off the bench. And suddenly the Governors back within single digits here after trailing 26-10 a moment ago. A chance for Keenholz to finish a 3-point play. He does not. And we will have a rebounding foul, apparently on Denton Beck. Little flurry for the Governors of 7 straight, though. 26-17, our updated score. Foul to Beck is his first. That's only the second for the Governors as a team in this first half. Pierre will contest in the backcourt, but Brandon Valley will clear it out. Riley Miller across. Now Tejan driving baseline back into Jay Juergens, and that is up and good. See the ability of Peyton Tejan. Dribbling and passing, big guy. He went from a 6'8 to a 6'8 on that connection, and Brandon Valley scores the bucket, 28-17. Keenholz gets the clear out, but he forces one into Edmond, and that one is kicked away, picked up by Riley Miller. Turnover number 6 for Pierre. 4 of them on steals by the Lynx. 3:05 to play in the second, 28-17 our score. Loose basketball, Miller able to pick it up. Mayer almost took it away, but Joe Colbeck has it now around Dean, challenging, dumps it off. Dawson Johnson up for 2, but that's no good. He will go to the free throw line, however. And this one will go to Jackson Edmond. That is his first personal. Halftime, Pierre hanging tough with Brandon Valley at Riggs High Gym. The Lady Lynx have a 27-22 advantage as Johnson hits the first of 2 here. First free throw attempt by Brandon Valley on the night. 27-22 once again. David Burrell says 5 of 30 shooting for the Governors, but yet they're still only trailing by 5. They must be going to the free throw line quite a bit back home. Second free throw is good for Johnson. 30-17 our score. The last 4 to Brandon Valley now. Here's Mayer to the high post. Edmond feeds it back. Mayer pulls up for 3. That's a little off the mark, and a high leaping rebound for Joe Colbeck over the top of James Mickinen. Now a steal, though, for Mayer coming back this way. Leads it up ahead. Keno's wanted the jam, didn't get it. No foul either, but the loose ball picked up by Edmond. Now the feed, and it's Mayer up and in for 2. Good job by Jacob Mayer to keep it alive. He and Jackson Edmond getting the bucket. Back within 11 are the Governors. Here's Hilton penetrating. Edmond will deny. Juergens an easy layup here as the foul will be called and Juergens will be sent to the stripe. Lincoln Keno's definitely wanted to throw down with authority on that last trip. Probably waited for the whistle as he ended up on the floor, but we played on. Governors did a good job in staying active, and they did get the bucket after all was said and done. Juergens will hit the first one. Juergens will hit the second. He's got 6 off the bench. Brandon Valley leads by 13 again, 32-19. Coming down to the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Mayer trying to drive against Riley Miller, nowhere to go, but back to Edmond, Dean, Keno's left wing now, high screen, and there's Hilton to take it away. Keno's looked like he was trying to get it back to Mickinen, but it's an easy breakaway. Gliding in is Jackson Hilton. And Hilton starting to become a factor for Brandon Valley here, 15-point lead. Edmond out on the wing, baseline jumper. This one will not go, and the Lynx have another rebound with Colbeck. Up ahead to Hilton. Minute and a half to play. Jackson, floater, up no good. We got a blocking foul that'll go to the Governors as Mayer seated down low. A little frustration. Jacob picks up his first. Team foul number 5 for Pierre, but a shooting opportunity this time for Jackson Hilton. Minute 25 to go. We're in the second period. Brandon Valley scored the first 11 in the game, and they lead by 15 right now, 34-19. Brent Deckert going to get a big fella in for the first time tonight. Hilton makes the first free throw. Wes DeWitt, the 6'3 senior, checks in for Peyton Tejan. Biggest lead of the afternoon or evening matched here by the Lynx, leading by 16, 35-19. Another one from Hilton could up that mark, and he gets it. Hilton with 9 points in this game, all in the second period now, 36-19 our score as Keno's crosses over. Houston Lundy is back in for the Governors. Here's Dean with a spot up 3, and that is good. Feed to Mayer. Bennett Dean, who's starting to hit some big shots for the Governors of late, has 5 in this game. Bennett's had a really good week against some top competition. Mitchell and Sioux Falls, Washington. You start with that game against Yankton last Saturday. Even before that, the loss in a well-played game at Aberdeen Central a week and a half ago. Lundy knocks the ball away from DeWitt. It's out of bounds, though, in the corner. DeWitt will throw in for the Lynx. He'll leave it with Hilton. Final minute we go, second quarter, 36-22, Brandon Valley in front. They have 12 on their shot clock. Nice feed underneath, Colbeck to DeWitt, but his shot is blocked, and Lundy cannot save as he is on the end line. Iron was not drawn on that blocked shot, so Brandon Valley still has the current possession, and they have 8 on the shot clock. Officials probably making sure. And they'll leave it there. 8 seconds to shoot for Brandon Valley. Off of the inbound. Hilton will get a pick, and he'll fire the 3. No good, but Juergens just continues to run it down in the corner, and now Brandon Valley can play for the last shot. Well, essentially. Shot clock has a couple of seconds difference. Game clock now to 25. Hilton backs it out. Now Mayer closely guarding here, and Hilton will have to put it in motion. Really not going anywhere. Probably could have been a 5-second violation, but now Hilton will draw contact on the drive. Interesting there. Jacob Mayer faced him up, was a few feet away, and Hilton just dribbled parallel to the center court line, not really trying to progress, and Mayer was about the same distance away, but Those 5 seconds kind of ended being counted. As it is, it's a foul for the Governors. It goes to Houston Lundy. And Hilton at the free throw line. Hit a couple a moment ago. Hits the first of 2 here. 9.8 seconds left in quarter number 2. Nate Lear ready to check in for Hilton if he makes the second free throw here. 37-22. Currently Brandon Valley on top. Make it 38-22 as Hilton is now 4 for 4 and a big 11-point quarter for the standout 6'4 senior for Brandon Valley. Pierre's got 9 seconds to go the length of the court. Lundy will push it up ahead to half court. Dean now up ahead to Mikkinen, and he is blocked from behind by Jay Juergens out of bounds. Really like the way these big fellas move for Brandon Valley. Juergens and also Peyton Tejan. Juergens runs the floor well here. Keenholz will try to inbound. Now 6 seconds to play. Out to the wing to Mikkinen. Dean. Keenholz finds Mayer, and they had to make a tough receive. The Governors don't get a shot off, and that's how our first half will come to an end. On the Gales Gas scoreboard, it's Brandon Valley 38. The Governors 22, a 16-point advantage. The scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Halftime is next. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, it'll be our Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial halftime break. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, DRGnews.com, the DRG News app, and through Brandon Valley local cable. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Karen Authier, a financial advisor with Leiden & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I'm ready to help you get where you want to be. Office is located in Northridge Plaza, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
This Governor Sports Moment is being brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Zach Hansen and Lane Severin were members of 4 Pierre Governor basketball teams, and they played in more varsity games than any other Governor player in history. They capped off their careers by leading Pierre to its 4th state basketball championship in 2013 and left Pierre as the leading and second leading scorers and rebounders in school history. Zach Hansen and Lane Severin, 2 of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Welcome back to Brandon. Welcome to our Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial halftime break. I'm Brian Oakland, and it's all Brandon Valley. They started with the first 11 points. Both teams actually took a few minutes to get on the scoreboard, but the Governors took a little bit longer as Brandon Valley rolled up the first 11. And, they led 19-6 at the end of one with a couple of threes to open it up to that 13-point lead. Every time Pierre has looked like they wanted to make a run, of course, the Lynx have had the answer. Brandon Valley outscores them 19-16 in this second period, and they lead 38-22. The Governors just 2 of 10 on the floor in that first quarter, but 7 of 13 unofficially in the second stanza, 9 of 23 overall on the game, 2 out of 8 from long range, and they're hitting just 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Lincoln Keenholz has been tough to find opportunities to score, but he does have 7 points so far to lead the Govs. Bennett Dean has a three-pointer down with 5 points. Jacob Mayer off the bench with 4. Jackson Edmond has 4, and James Mickinen with 2 for Pierre, with just 22 on the board. For Brandon Valley, as they're hitting 50%, 8 of 15 in the first, 5 of 11 in the second, 13 of 26 overall, 4 of 10 from long range, and a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line. And they're spreading it around as well. Jackson Hilton with 11 points to lead all scorers, all of those 11 coming in the second period. Next in line, 6 points off the bench for Jay Juergens, 6 for Dawson Johnson, 5 off the bench for Nate Lear, 4 for Peyton Tejan, Riley Miller with a three-pointer, Aiden Lloyd with a three-pointer as well. 38-22, Brandon Valley, impressive. 16-7, Brandon Valley has the rebounding advantage overall, 7-2 on the offensive end. Only 7 rebounds for the Governors. Brandon Valley has that many offensively. Governors have turned it over 7 times. Brandon Valley 5, and the Lynx have an 8-5 advantage in the assist column as well. And well, with that, 38-22, Brandon Valley comfortably in front here at the break. Leiden Associates halftime continues. After this 2-minute timeout, we'll check in on an update from the girls' game, look at upcoming action, all that and more as our halftime continues. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. Grab some Caribou coffee while you shop, too. Lynn's Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Attention all sports fans, get ready to show off your Pierre Gov spirit. Hi, this is Amy Parsons with American Bank and Trust in Pierre. Contact me to get your Governor's Spirit card today. Every time you make a purchase with your custom green and white debit card, American Bank and Trust will donate money back to the Pierre School District. Spirit card funds have helped purchase items such as a climbing rock wall, transit bus passes, and wobble seats. American Bank and Trust, proud supporter of the Pierre Governors and member FDIC.
Taking care, touching lives. Advantera Pierre has an opportunity for one full-time LPN or RN. Be a part of a family-oriented team environment with an aggressive pay plan and excellent benefits package available. Advantera Pierre is a new company under new ownership in Pierre. Apply today at Advantera Pierre, 950 East Park Street, or call 224-8628 for more information. Apply online at legacyhc.com or Indeed. Advantera Pierre is an equal opportunity employer.
38-22, Brandon Valley well out in front here at halftime. Welcome back to our Leiden & Associates halftime report. I'm Brian Oakland, Rob Whitebird in studio. This is Pierre Governor Basketball as the Governors, their 5th game against 5 highly touted opponents in Class AA, and still trying to plug away at a 5-8 mark. Just 1-4 in the ESD. Boys standings in the ESD conference have Harrisburg on top at 6-0. Mitchell 5-1. Aberdeen now 4-2. Brandon Valley would be in 3rd place at 4-1, ahead of Aberdeen Central 4-2. Yankton lost to Harrisburg the other night. They're 3-2. Then Pierre with Huron tied at 1-4 for 6th place. It's Watertown at 1-5. Brookings at 1-7. That's conference standings unofficially here for the ESD. Talked about upcoming action earlier. Brandon Valley, the boys go to Watertown on Tuesday night. Girls have that night off. Brandon Valley then has a doubleheader at Huron on Thursday night. That'll be their next action and the games that they've got coming up this week. Governor boys, kind of the same thing as they go to Huron to take on the Tigers. Huron went out to Sturgis and Spearfish and lost both games. They're really scuffling here this season, but now maybe especially of late as the Governors obviously with a winnable game coming up, but they'll have to kind of take care of business, but that'll be Tuesday night. Our next broadcast comes 6:30 Tuesday night, 7 o'clock with the tip from the Huron Arena. Hope you can join us for that. Live streaming on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com. Governor boys and girls together hosting the Winter Warriors out of Class A. Winter girls, one of the top teams in the state, although they suffered a 4-point loss recently here to St. Thomas More, who is unbeaten and number one. Good battle there, and that's going to be a tough game. No doubt about it for the Governor girls. Governor boys will have their work cut out for them as Winners boys, only 1 or 2 losses on the season as well. So we look forward to those matchups coming up next Friday. Meanwhile, as David Burrow will have the call of those, I'll have the call of Governor Wrestling. Our next chance to bring you Governor Wrestling will be a double duel at Mitchell next Friday, and we'll have that on KGFX AM as the Governors close out the regular season, as they'll take on Harrisburg at 5 o'clock, and then the host team, Mitchell, will be at 7. It's just a doubleheader for the Governors. Mitchell and Harrisburg will not be participating in what would be a traditional triangular, but a doubleheader of Governor Wrestling on KGFX next Friday. So hope you can join us for those as well. The stations of DRG Media Group, your official voice of Pierre Governor Sports. Update from the girls game as Brandon Valley's off to a good start in the third quarter, 34-24. They've got a little more than 3 minutes left in the third period. That game on KGFX AM as well, and Brandon Valley fans can go to drgnews.com and hover over stations, choose KGFX, scroll down to the Governor home game link, and you'll be able to see that girls game live on our website at drgnews.com. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, reminds us to, don't text and drive. Stay alive. We are Governor Basketball presenting on the official voice of the Governors. Again, KGFX FM, Pierre, River 92.7, a member of DRG Media Group, live at drgnews.com. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. The Governors with the opening possession as we are 12 seconds in now. Lincoln Keenholz looking for a cutting Houston Lundy, but Lundy is fouled on a push. This is Aiden Lloyd, who is going to pick up a third personal foul and an early exit here in the second half. Riley Miller in for Lloyd. 38-22. Brandon Valley out in front as they've switched directions. The Governors now watching this one from where we are. The live video stream heading away from us near court to far, and a Lincoln Keenholz pass is tipped, taken down by Dawson Johnson. The Governors will start with a turnover. Now another tip pass, but out of bounds in the front court and the baseline below us is Brandon Valley in home white with the red numbers, black trim coming towards us, far court to near. Jackson Hilton to inbound. In there with Joel Colbeck, who will take it. He'll get it back to Hilton. Quick fire three in the corner. It's up, no good. James Mikkinen with the rebound. James got a nose plug in there, so a bit of a bloody nose for a bit. Looks like a wrestler. 7:15 to go. See if the Governors can get a quicker start to the second half than they did in the first. And we've got a hard screen here set by Jackson Edmond. He was just bracing himself for Joe Colbeck, who was trying to follow Bennett Dean dribbling, but Edmond called for an offensive foul. And it'll go back to the Lynx now. Still 38-22, still in the first minute of the third period. Colbeck back to Hilton near center court. On the side to our left, Colbeck, high post Johnson underneath Hilton. To Tejan, back to Hilton, now inside again, and a foul from behind as Keenholz looking for a steal. Lincoln Keenholz first personal. A lot of whistles early on here. To start our second half, 6:54 to go, and the inbound goes to Riley Miller. Halfway down, out, no good. The Governors vacated the premises underneath, and an easy rebound and a putback for Dawson Johnson. Yeah, that ball looked like it was heading down for Miller, but the Governors kind of gave up on the offensive rebound. One of the reasons they're trailing by 18 now. Here comes Keenholz driving from the left side, cupping the basketball, takes the contact, and looks like he'll be going to the free throw line, but nope, he will get free throws. Almost looked like the official motion to an inbound underneath throw in, but foul is on Colbeck, his first. Second team foul for Brandon Valley in the second half. Keenholz with free throws. The first one is good. 30, make it 40-23. And the second one coming for Keenholz. That is good. Point number 9 for Lincoln. 16-point deficit for Pierre. The lead to Brandon Valley as they'll get it across. And Riley Miller with an open three. Boy, Brandon Valley breaks the pressure and they get their shooters set up on the outside. They got hot in the first quarter. Riley Miller has his second of the game. Now Keenholz will drive right side. Challenged a little bit, but Brandon Valley choosing to stay on the floor, and Keenholz up and in for a two-pointer. Layup good, 43-26. Lynx lead by 17. Mikkonen cuts into the passing lane to knock one away from Johnson. And it's out of bounds underneath. Colbeck will inbound off the left side of the key. 6:01 left in the third period. He'll find Hilton. He'll get trapped, but Hilton with a lob pass out to Miller. Now quickly back inside. Nice ball movement. It was Miller to Johnson to Tejan inside. And Tejan with the jump hook up and in the middle of the paint. 45-26. Links up the lead to 19 as Bennett Dean looks for a three. That'll come up short. Caught on the fly underneath by Hilton. Here come Brandon Valley. Hilton stopping top of the key, loses his dribble, and it's Keenholz who tried to run it down and then thought we saw a knockaway by Johnson, but it stays with Brandon Valley. Houston Lundy checking out for the Governors. Matthew Hansen on for the first time. Hilton will get it into Johnson, now back to Colbeck. Hilton on the wing. High post Tejan. Here's that ball movement. Looking good again. Setting up Riley Miller for three. Governors want to play that zone, but it's hard to keep running passes down when it's as crisply done as the Lynx are making it look. Back-to-back triples for Riley Miller. He has 9 points off the bench. Here's a three for Dean in the right corner. That's no good. Hansen keeps it alive. Dumps it underneath to James Mikkonen. Johnson up high for a stuff, and that's out of bounds. Governors will get to keep it, but boy, it seems like every time the Governors turn around and want to get something going, Brandon Valley right there to deny. And that was a good example. 48-26 our score. Edmond with a spin move. Up no good on the shot. Out of there with it is Colbeck, quickly coming up this way. Underneath Hilton. Boy, quick-handed pass. Peyton Tejan with the receive and the finish. Brandon Valley looking real strong right now. Keenholz is denied as he tries to force a drive inside. Shot blocked and taken away by Tejan. Miller wants another three. No good this time as Edmond tips it to Mikkonen. Governors head the other way. Here's Hansen. He's left alone. He is in and out. No good. And Tejan has another rebound. Governors really struggling to hit right now. 50-26. Brandon Valley in front. Here's Nate Lear. He's checked in a moment ago. First time in the second half. Colbeck drives. Met up by Mikkonen. He gets it underneath to Tejan. Boy, Joe Colbeck doesn't score a lot, but he has several assists. And if this was hockey, he would be scoring quite a bit. Brandon Valley running away with this one now. Keenholz fading away from the left elbow. No good. Tejan with another rebound. Lynx on the fast break, 3-on-2. Miller driving left side baseline. It's back to Lear. Bobbles the pass. Now back to Miller, and the kid is on fire. 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5 long range. Riley Miller with a dozen. 55-26. The Governors being outscored 17-4 here in the third period, and it's time for a Governor timeout with 3:22 to play in the third period. A 60-second timeout called and asked for, and we'll give it to them. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and we're back in 1 minute. This is Governor Basketball.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Oahe Federal Credit Union can help you.
For helping people, Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Want to get lucky this Valentine's Day? Beck Motor Company is celebrating 2021 with offers you'll feel very lucky about. New and used vehicle purchases, as well as tire purchases, get to spin the wheel and take home gift cards from local businesses like Dakota Mart, Pizza Hut, Runnings, and more. This on top of special pricing, including buy three, get one free on tires. See all our lucky 21 specials at beck-motors.com. Call us at 224-5912.
Making a great deal better.
Brandon Valley red hot in their home floor here, 55-26. They have the lead. 7-point game at the end of 3 in the girls' contest back at Riggs High Gym. That's the same deficit they had at halftime, 34-27. But here the Governor's just looking for something positive. They bring Jack Merkwan in, and he is stutter stepping and traveling here with the basketball after the pickup. Merkwan joined by Christian Bush, the 6'4 sophomore, in for the first time. Both played well in the sophomore game, which the Governors came from behind and won, due in large part to the efforts of both of those players. Hansen, Keenholz, Edmond, the other 5 to finish the other 5 out on the floor for Pierre. Carter Van Heel, a 6'1 senior, in for the first time. Had it, gets it out, and got a rebounding foul here as Riley Miller finally missed a 3. Edmond in position. Foul going to go to Jay Juergens as he came in that last play stoppage. He has his second personal. Team foul number 3 for Brandon Valley. The Governors with only 2 so far in the second half. A lot of time still to go, 2:40 left. We're in the third. Merkwan will get it the other end of the floor across the timeline. Yields to Edmond, now gets it back left side. Gives a look to the corner. Here's Keenholz with it. Lincoln, tip pass. Edmond, though, gets it, and he'll zip it out. Hansen passes on 3, gets it to Merkwan on line, but off the back of the rim from long range. And a long rebound here to the Lynx. Miller caught underneath, back out. How about a big fella 3-ball? Japers. Jay Juergens from long range, the 6'8 senior. Doesn't matter who shoots the rock. Brandon Valley can hit him from anywhere right now. Christian Bush, 17-footer, short on his first shooting opportunity. Governors pick it up underneath. Rather, the Lynx do. 58-26, the lead to 32 now. Miller wants another one. Miller's got another one. This one from Nate Lear. Riley Miller with his 5th bomb of the night. 61-26. Edmond looking for Bush on a wraparound inside pass underneath, but it's off the chest and out of bounds. Turnover number 11 for the Governors. 61-26, 35-point lead. Brandon Valley just continues to get comfortable. Whatever defenses the Governors have been running, the zones just aren't working. A long press breaker and a drive for Van Heel as he'll get it on the left side. Good for 2. Carter Van Heel, the senior, getting into the act. 63-26 now with a minute to play here in the third period. Governors still just 4 points in this quarter, getting outscored 25-4. Merkwan almost lost the dribble, picks it up though off of the left elbow. Now hands off to Edmond. Contact, basket, good, and a chance at a 3-point play for Jackson Edmond. Well, the Governors, I think they've gotten to the point they know that their chances of winning this game ended a while ago, but still trying to work hard and get some good things going inside. Wes DeWitt checking in for Jay Juergens. Foul went to Dawson Johnson, his second personal. Actually, that'll be his third. Edmonds free throw attempt on the three-point play is no good. Johnson comes down out of there with it. Dawson with it. 63-28 our score. 3-ball, Nate Lear is good. 6 threes hit by the Lynx here in the third quarter. Here's Edmond to Bush, and Christian up and in for 2. 10 feet out in front of the bucket. 66-30 now. Brandon Valley can play for the last shot of the third. Johnson up top. Over to our right. Riley Miller on the move. Gives it back. Johnson gets it back and blocks shots, but Hansen and Keenholz, who was trailing the play, one of them, it'll be Hansen with the foul. His second, and with 2.5 seconds to play, Riley Miller to the free throw line. The 6'1 junior got 15 points. He can hit them from long range, but I guess he misses the first from the free throw line here. That's the first miss from Freebie Land. On the night for Brandon Valley, they went 8 for 8 in the first half. Second one is up, and that one's good, though. 67-30. The Governors with 2.5 to try to get a long one down. A heave-ho from Jack Merkwan. Rims in and out. No good. Third quarter comes to an end, and on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Brandon Valley 67. The Governors just 30. The scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Basketball brought to you by your Pierre Sports Marketing Partners on your official voice to the Governors, River 92.7, the stations of DRG Media Group. Marketing partners include Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Beck Motors, Overhead Door, Midco, Maher Law Office, Bank West, Avera Orthopedics, Kelly's Retirement Home, Anderson Dental, James River Broadcasting, and DRG Media Group, Iceberg Funeral Home, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, All Around Graphics, and American Bank and Trust, your Pierre Sports Marketing Partners. 30-second break. We're back for quarter number 4. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
At TMA, top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
Start of the fourth quarter, and Carter Van Heel on the opening possession gets into the act. He'll hit a three-pointer. 70-30. Brandon Valley on top. Bennett Dean looking for the comebacker, but his three is off the mark, no good. Run down by Jay Juergens. Brandon Valley 6 of 10 from long range. Now they get a mid-range jumper. That's good for Juergens. Boy, that Lynx shooting percentage is going to be sick when this game comes to an end. We'll see about that when we get to our post-game stats. Now 72-30. Juergens hit that 15-footer from the left elbow. Here's Matthew Hansen pulling up. That'll be a bucket for the Governors. Matty's first of the night, 72-32. Tell you what, the Governors playing 5 of the best teams in the state in a row, ending with this basketball game here tonight, but they have not had as much trouble offensively as Van Heel will miss, and Jacob Mayer down with an air ball rebound, but the Governors having as much trouble with Brandon Valley as any team they've played. Here's Houston Lundy with a swish of a three. Lundy's first shot of the game, and it falls. He hasn't had a lot of minutes, but he gets the swish here, 72-35. Colbeck to Lear, back to Colbeck, back to Lear again on the wing. Juergens at the free throw line, tip pass, but Van Heel runs it down. And he'll find Colbeck to reset. Nope, Lear again, left side, three, no good. Juergens is there offensively for the rebound, and he'll turn around. Shot no good. How about DeWitt for an offensive rebound? That won't go, but it's kept alive here by Nate Lear. Now a three ball, too strong. DeWitt catches it on the backside and puts it up and in. Too many offensive rebounds. Wes DeWitt gets the finish on this one. And it's 74-35. 5:38 to play. Jacob Mayer picks his dribble up, top of the key, tip pass. Colbeck going for a steal. It's loose on the floor. Now Colbeck saves it. He has the takeaway. Lear will slow it up and let everybody else catch up here. Lundy going for a steal, but he'll be called for the foul instead. Lundy looks like he disagrees a little bit, but he'll pick up his second personal, team foul number 3 for the Governors, make it number 4. 39-point lead for the hot shooting Brandon Valley Lynx as Joe Colbeck will check out. Brent Deckard going to be able to allow several folks into this game. Max Van Western, a 5'10 junior, is in. Matt Brown, a 5'11 junior, is in. Nate Lear out. Dawson Johnson is out of this game as well. So we'll get to know some new people here. Juergens looking for a trap in the corner with the Governors defensively, but he gets it away back to Van Heel, and it's Jacob Mayer running up his backside for another foul. Second for Jake. Bennett Dean will check out. Terry Becker will get the rest of his bench in here eventually. Denton Beck, that's his name. He's in. Also Brecken Kruger, the sophomore guard, on for the first time. Van Heel picks his dribble up. Out top, Mayer looking for a steal. He's got it. No, he doesn't. He never got control of it. It goes the other way. They did reset the shot clock. Well, and then they put it down to 33, and now they've reset it again. I guess, well, of course, that's going to be the case if you deem change of possession. At any rate, here's DeWitt in the corner, left side. And they'll swing it around. Van Heel to Brown. Baseline penetration back to Juergens. He'll kick out. Max Van Western for 3. It's no good, but a long rebound now to Matt Brown. Now back to Brown. Oh, they're going to call this a 3. His foot was on the arc, but it's no good anyway. So up ahead, once again, Matt Hansen looking to go coast to coast. And there's hard contact, but a blocking foul. And this one goes against the Lynx. Van Western will pick up his first. Still 74-35. Merkwan ready to check back in for Pierre. 4:21 to play. Matt Hansen at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one, no good. Could not get that shooter's roll. Mayer out, Merkwan in. Another sub here is Carter Van Heel will check out. He scored 5 in short minutes. Noah Thompson, a 6'1 junior, on for Brandon Valley. Second free throw for Hansen. That's off to the left side. That's no good, and Thompson, who just checked in, gets the rebound. So Thompson up the floor. Jay Juergens and Wes DeWitt still in there for the Lynx, who have had significant minutes here. Loose basketball, but it's picked up by Matt Brown. Brown drives around Merkwan. Will kick out. Van Western for 3. Too strong, no good. Backside ricochet, run down by Hansen. Lundy up top now. Over to Merkwan. Merkwan, Hansen, Brecken Kruger, Denton Beck, and Houston Lundy. A couple of seniors still in there for Pierce. 74-35. Hansen from deep will rain one in on the right side. 74-38. 3.5 to go. Governors just have not been able to keep up with Brandon Valley offensively. Brandon Valley, good ball movement and excellent shooting touches. Here's a nice feed from DeWitt to Juergens. He'll get a point-blank bunny. By my count, that is the 20th assisted basket for Brandon Valley here. And it's an underrated stat. But it certainly gives you a good indication of just how well Brandon Valley's been playing and the chemistry that they've shown here today. Pull up here for Hansen for 2 is no good. Juergens with the rebound. Brandon Valley's also out-rebounding Pierre 33-14. DeWitt sidesteps a defender. Shot no good. Lundy will get the rebound down here on the baseline. Houston will get it across the timeline with 2:40 to go. Steps back, nothing doing. Kruger looking inside. Beck will be hooked up, and Juergens will be called for the foul. Third for Jay Juergens. And that is 6 for Brandon Valley as a team. Christian Bush will check in for Denton Beck. Brandon Valley gets another bench player in as Juergens checks out. I believe it was number 30, Cole Borchert, 5'6" junior. He's in there now. Inbound for the Governors comes to Kruger. He'll get it over to Lundy, firing 3 and swishing his second in a row. 76-41. Still a 35-point hole. Nice ball movement again away from the defense, and it is Cole Borchert, fed by Matt Brown for 2. 78-41. Hansen, space, fires and hits a 3 again. Well, it's getting a little more fun for the Governors at least. Houston Lundy and Matt Hansen, couple of 3-pointers apiece. 78-44 our score. We're under 2 minutes to play. Here's a foul for Lundy. Trying to deny an entry pass. That is 3 for Houston. Still not in the bonus, though. Team foul number 6 for Pierre. So both teams in the bonus the rest of the way from here. Brandon Valley's previous point total high this season. I'll take that back. They scored 76 in their first game. A win over Rapid City Stevens. They did score 84 in their second game in a win over Spearfish, and now they're at 80 here as a Matt Brown jumper from the free throw line is good. Noah Thompson with the assist, 80-44. 90 seconds to play. Hansen, not this time, from long range. Van Western with the rebound underneath. Hansen with 8 points, but they're all here in the fourth quarter. He had a big night, of course, especially from long range in the win at Mitchell Tuesday night this past week. Brandon Valley's still with it. Brown wants another free throw line jumper. No good. Brecken Kruger in with the rebound. Governors heading the other way. Both of these teams in action. The boys in action on Tuesday night. The girls get the night off for both Pierre and Brandon Valley. Christian Bush inside. Outside to Hansen, got it back. Now Lundy up top. He'll drive. Nice feed. Bush up for 2. Houston Lundy to Christian Bush. Got a ball game there. Tie game in the final minute. 45-45 in the girls' game. Here it's no contest. 80-46. Merkwan looking for the steal. And they will say Brandon Valley basketball. Merkwan knocked it away. Noah Thompson was going after it, but apparently last touched by Jack Merkwan. And again, the shot clock was reset, but it didn't look like there was a change of possession. For what it's worth, not that it matters, but 20 seconds to play. Brandon Valley at Watertown. Boys basketball only Tuesday night. Governors, boys basketball only Tuesday night at Huron, and that'll be our next broadcast. Brandon Valley going to win this one as our final seconds tick away. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's the Lynx 80 and the Governors 46. What a second half shooting for Brandon Valley as they'll win this one going away. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service. Stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Postgame coming up in a couple of minutes as we'll break, and our MDU postgame returns as the Governors fall to 5-9 on the season. Brandon Valley improves to 8-5. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, live streaming at drgnews.com.
Have you looked at your retirement accounts lately and wondered, what are my expenses? Why do I have these holdings? At Renke Gray Wealth Management, our team of advisors will provide an in-depth look at your portfolio and open the doors to these questions. There's no better time than now to review your financial future. Call me, Scott and I, or visit renkegray.com and let's get on track today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You have a lot of expenses to juggle as a business owner. Worrying about health insurance for your employees shouldn't be one. Avera Health Plans could save your business up to 30% on health insurance costs without compromising your employees' benefits. You get access to a large network of providers and specialists, as well as 24/7 virtual provider visits with Avera Now. Now that's a deal. We make getting a quote and switching employer plans easy. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Rake, and I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Well, as impressive of an effort as we have seen from any team we've seen this year, Governors or otherwise, the Brandon Valley Lynx go nuts in that second half. They led by plenty. At the half, it was 38-22, but Brandon Valley goes on a three-point shooting barrage in that third quarter and outscored the Governors 29-8 in the third to make it 67-30. Pierre with a 16-13 advantage in the fourth. They pulled back within 36, or 34 rather, but the final score 80-46. So there's plenty of action in this game, but just a lot of impressive play and in hot shooting for the Lynx. But they're not done yet at Riggs High Gym. They're going to overtime with a 45-45 tie. That game that's going on KGFX AM. So still a lot of things yet to be decided. Governor Girls, who laid an egg against Sioux Falls, Washington Tuesday night, playing very well against a fourth-seeded, currently Brandon Valley Lynx squad. So Governors looking pretty good, and we'll keep tabs on that one. Mentioned that hot shooting third quarter. Brandon Valley goes 10 of 14 on the floor in that third quarter, 6 of 10 from long range. They'll go 5 of 13 overall in the fourth period, 15 of 27 in the second half, gives them an effort of 28 out of 53, better than 50% overall, 11 of 26 from long range. They hit 90%, 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. It was that kind of night for the Lynx on their home floor, and they get a whole lot of people in the scoring column. 11 players, in fact, will score. 4 of them are in double figures. They get a couple of 8-point scores as well. Riley Miller leads the way with 16 points. He had 5 threes overall. Next in line is Jay Juergens off the bench with 13. Jackson Hilton will finish with 11, and Peyton Tejan with 10. And then after that, 8 points for Dawson Johnson, 8 points for Nate Lear. They get 5, Carter Van Heel, 5 points for Cole, actually 2 points for Cole Borchard off the bench. And also, 3 points for Aiden Lloyd out of the starting lineup, 2 points for Matt Brown, 2 points for Wes DeWitt. Yeah, everybody getting in on the action for the Lynx with an 80 spot on the board for the Pierre Governors, as they'll hit 6 of 9, pretty good fourth quarter, but only 3 of 11 in the third. That's 9 out of 20 in the second half. 18 of 43 in the ball game, 6 of 17 from long range, and 4 of those threes, in fact, were hit in the fourth quarter when this game was way out of reach. Pierre just 4 of 7 from the free throw line. They do get 8 players to score, but Lincoln Keenholz leads the way with just 11. Matthew Hansen with 8, all in the fourth quarter. 6 points for Jackson Edmond, 6 on a couple of triples from Houston Lundy in that fourth period. Bennett Dean with 5, 4 points for Jacob Mayer, 4 for Christian Bush, 2 for James Mickinen, 80-46 the final. Couple stats again, and for the second game in a row, it's rebounding that tells the story that helps turn into a Governor demise, if you will. 34-16, Brandon Valley leading the rebounding charge in this one. 13 offensive rebounds unofficially for the Lynx compared to just 3 for the Governors. Governors turned it over just 12 times. Brandon Valley with 5, and I've got them with 0 turnovers in that second half. And again, to me, the most impressive stat tonight, 22 assisted baskets by Brandon Valley compared to 10 for the Governors. In fact, one of the guys doing all the passing is Joel Kolbeck, who does not score in this game, but unofficially I've got him 6 assists, but everybody getting in on the act. Dawson Johnson as well passing the ball very well. It's again, Brandon Valley, this was their night, no doubt about it. They scored the first 11 points of the game, and they win it by 34, 80-46. Our final. Coach Terry Becker, we expect him up here in just a little bit. We've got things to talk about. And again, the Governors now, girls basketball game was 2 minutes left in overtime, and it's 50-50. What a game going on there. We'll keep you updated on that. We've got more of our Montana Dakota Utilities post game coming up as we'll take a 2-minute timeout. And we're back as you listen to Pierre Governor basketball.
Hey DQ fans, the chicken strip basket is the ultimate dream team. It's loaded with crispy all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, Texas toast, and your choice of dipping sauce, including everyone's favorite house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. This creamy ranch and chicken dream team is waiting, so stop in and make your delicious dreams a reality today. Only at your DQ. Happy tastes good.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota is giving you 250 reasons to shop local. When you buy your next vehicle at Gateway, you get 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Use it towards your purchase. Combine it with your tax return to get the ride you want. Or spend it at your favorite business in Pierre. 250 Pierre Pride dollars when you buy or lease in February at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Minimum purchase $5,000. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hi, this is Dr. John Rounds of Pierre Physical Therapy and Rehab. I want to thank the community for a successful opening of our private practice physical therapy clinic in 2020. We want to help you reach your goals in 2021. Back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain? No problem. Give me a call at 494-0257 so we can help get you back in motion. Medicare and most major insurances accepted. Remember, you have a choice where you get your physical therapy, so choose Pierre PT.
Our MDU postgame continues. Terry Becker has joined us on an 80-46 loss, and I think the first word that comes to mind, Coach, is, wow, Brandon Valley just kind of unstoppable tonight. Hey, let's turn you up so we can hear that. How's that? Okay.
All right. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, they thought they played really well. They were fresh and played, I thought they were just hitting on all cylinders on both sides of the ball today.
They're open, it seemed like a lot. Maybe the zone's just a little late in catching up, but, when they get in rhythm, I mean, shooting is contagious, positive or negative, and that's kind of what it looked like for them tonight.
And the thing was that, we mixed defenses, and, I think when we go back and look at the film, our activity was slow today. Our activity was late. Whether we were in man or in zone, it didn't really matter. When it doesn't matter what defense you play, if your activity isn't good, your ball pressure isn't good, and your reaction isn't good, then you're going to give up something. And today it was a 3-point shot.
It's a pretty good example of how team chemistry can. Everybody's on the same page, and I've got them with 22 assisted baskets. It's kind of a telltale sign, but the rebounding was certainly in their favor again, and just everything going their way tonight.
Yeah, the things we talked about on Thursday and what we needed to shore up to play better against a team like this today was taking care of the ball a little bit better, and it didn't always translate into turnovers for scores like it did Thursday, but the way we handled the ball and how we didn't really get into offense very well made a difference in how we were playing. Getting the types of shots that we wanted, which we didn't get a lot of them in that first half, and then it gave them opportunities to run out and not let us get our defense set, even if we didn't turn it over, and then the offensive boards, the rebounding, those are the two things that we really wanted to focus on doing a better job of today, and now it really got exploited today. So, we're going to go back and look at some film. We're going to try and assess, all that stuff, see if we can fix it, and come back with hopefully a fresh look on Monday.
Any positives to look at in this game? What'd
I
you
think
feel
so.
went well tonight?
I think, hopefully the positive is that we finally, that does trigger and help us recognize these are things we have to start doing better. If we want to compete with the Brandon Valleys in the world that are, teams that are in the hunt for things in the state tournament and want to be playing on Friday and Saturday night and that type of thing. Those are the things that we have to do, So, that's the onus is on us as the coaches now to make sure that we get into that headspace and understand that we need to take that next step and kind of get into it, outside of the comfort zone and improve in those areas in the next couple of weeks so we're ready for the stretch run moving into the playoffs.
Well, this tough stretch against the teams that we've been talking about for a week and a half now kind of comes to an end. You've got an opportunity against Huron maybe to get the ship righted, and I'm not going to take anything away from them, but obviously they're really scuffling right now. And then you got that fun one maybe with Winter coming up on Friday, so it's an interesting week coming up.
It'll still be a very challenging week. Huron does a lot of different things defensively, that we're going to have to really hone in on and execute against. So that'll be really important for us to have some solid prep work in that, and then then Winter at the end of the week, they're having a great season. So that's not going to be an easy one by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. Well, the big thing is here, this is only one loss, right? Every loss is a learning experience, and hopefully, like you said, you'll be learning a lot on this one.
Yeah. Well, in competitive athletics here, now how do we adjust? We can feel sorry about it, after getting our tails beat pretty bad, or we can come back and respond. And like I said, now this is, as the coaches, we got to get our kids to respond to that. We got to show them that, there are some positive things to gain from this, and that we can go out and do some good things here with the rest of the season. Because like you said, it's just one game.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very good right now, but sometimes you take a beating like this, hopefully that'll toughen you up, and hopefully we can move in that direction.
All right. We'll look forward to that response on Tuesday night in Huron, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Terry Becker, the Governor head coach, as the Lynx run away with this one, 80-46. Big plays of the game. Your player of the game still to be taken care of. We'll start with the big plays of the game that are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And certainly there was a place where Brandon Valley started to run away with this one. We'll recap that after this from Hermanson's in Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson is here to serve Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that's not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. They believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, they can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and the Governors actually with this one, they may have been in certainly an uphill battle, being down 38-22 at the half. When Brandon Valley throws down 6 threes and 10 field goals in 14 shots in that third quarter, and they run up 29 points in 8 minutes of time, and it's a lot of kids off the bench that were doing it, and that's our plays of the game, we should say, from Hermanson Endodontics at 29-8 scoring advantage in that third quarter, and again. No matter what the Governors did right or wrong tonight, it's just kind of hard to stop a hot shooting team like the Lynx were here tonight. That's our big play of the game. Again, from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And spearheading that movement was our player of the game, which we'll get to, but our player of the game brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we'll make it official when we come back to wrap up Pierre Governor basketball.
There's a reason they call it Champs Chicken. It knocks out the competition hands down. Right now, stop by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre and pick up a 12-piece bucket of Champs Chicken for just $15.99. Cowboy Country Stores on Harrison and in Fort Pierre serve breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Right now, get 2 sausage, ham, or bacon breakfast sandwiches for just $5. Sausage, ham, or bacon. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Store's player of the game, as we'll stick with the home team. The Governors again led by Lincoln Kenols with 11 points here tonight. Matthew Hansen, Houston Lundy both hit a couple of threes in the fourth quarter when this game was well out of reach. But you get 11 players score for Brandon Valley tonight, and a lot of them doing the job from long range. But they move the basketball around so well that I think we go with the leading scorer here tonight. But just looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Lynx players hit at least one three-pointer here tonight, including 6'8" Jay Juergens as he stepped out and buried one. But the guy that went 5 for 10 from long range had the hot hand with 4 threes in that third period. He had 13 points out of his 16 to lead all scorers in this game. It's the 6'1" junior off the bench, Riley Miller, tonight's player of the game. We'll get him a T-shirt noting his accomplishments and leading his team, one of the leaders of this team, to an 80-46 drubbing of the Pierre Governors here tonight. Riley Miller, our Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. The game goes to overtime, and the girls match up at Riggs High Gym, but Brandon Valley has come out on top 57-52 in that game, so the Lady Lynx with an improvement there of their record now moving up. Now they're the 4th seed overall. They're 11-3. The Governors fall to 6-9 on the season with their 3rd straight loss. Tough luck, but boy, what a hard-fought effort for Kirk Bebout and his bunch, who will play next in that doubleheader hosting Winter on Friday night. Governor boys again go to Huron. Our next broadcast for you will be Tuesday night, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off. Hope you can join us. So we've got basketball from Huron, boys only on Tuesday, the doubleheader Friday with Winter coming to town as well. And Friday, wrestling with a double dip from Mitchell as the Governors battle Harrisburg and the Colonels the Mitchell Colonels to close out their regular season as well. That'll be on KGFX AM. David Burrow with the Sportscasts on DRGnews.com and respective Governor or DRG Media Group stations. Brandon Valley again going to Watertown with the boys on Tuesday, and to Huron, girls and boys, doubleheader on Thursday. Wishing them well in their week ahead, and again, our well wishes to Brandon Valley coaches Chad Garrow and to basketball coach Brent Deckert and their fights on a personal level, and to all of those as we kind of think of our own Mark Seffner, our good friend from Sully Buttes, and his battle that he is kind of going through at the same time. So kind of an emotional night here, but a good one for the Brandon Valley Lynx as they beat the Governors 80-46. So until we meet again on Tuesday night, we wish you a good rest of your weekend. Thanks to Rob Whitebird in studio for running our show today. Thanks to the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who always reminds us to slow down, stay alert, don't veer for deer. Our South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. I'm Brian Oakland, DRG Media Group Sports. Again, your final score, the Brandon Valley Lynx 80, the Pierre Governors 40. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Good evening, everybody.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by
Bank West.